Hi, my name is Johnny Nunez. I'm a celebrity photographer, and I'm also a blessed child of God. And if you're watching this, just another day in the office, I'm letting you know that you also are blessed. God bless you. I am a photographer father, a networker, a facilitator, a marketing and PR genius, a photographer, and a husband. Well, I asked God for an idea and I prayed the night before I decided to become a photographer. And the rest literally is history. The morning after I saw a camera in the air, I grabbed for it and it disintegrated before me. And a peace came upon me that I knew that's what the Lord wanted me to do. In my worst hour in my life, all my successes, even my opportunities, all come from God, my Creator. Oh, I start when the way I deal with artists and athletes and celebrities and etc., politicians, is I meet them very early in their career, befriend them. LeBron saw that I was Jay's photographer, and then I got a call that he wanted me to shoot his 19th birthday, his 18th birthday, his 20th birthday, his 21st birthday, and on, until the rocket launched and he had a whole entire team around him. And I shot for Jay-Z personally for many years as well, and the rocket left. There's a lot of artists that I shoot them from 0 to 100, and then they take off from 100 to 1,000. So I'm honored that some artists, like tonight is Swiss Beats' birthday. He's got a big party in Brooklyn in Dumbo, hosted by his wife Alicia Keys. I was at a party last night. He goes, "Johnny, you coming to my party?" And I'm like, "I didn't even know." So right now, after this interview, I'm gonna be in Brooklyn with who knows who's in the show for Swiss's birthday. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be a movie. But this journey didn't start because I was cool and I knew how to know all this technical stuff. It started with being a human being, befriending people when no one recognizes you. I always shoot the underdogs. I always shoot the people that no one's looking for, the undesirables, the unwanted. That would stem back to my upbringing of being, in a predominantly white neighborhood, growing up black and Latino. I was tortured, bullied, name called, you name it, every day. So I was very limited on how many friends I had. So I've always attracted to people that are not looked upon. And God's reward for that is that I make great friendships with Pharrell, Kanye, Just Blaze, Swizz Beatz, Rockwaller. I could go on. To know that I serve a mighty God and everything I work for can be taken away like that. And I've encountered people, photographers that walk like they're all that, and sometimes I'll meet great photographers that are nice people, and I'll meet, just like sports and music, there's always going to be people that are alpha males and alpha females in their careers and in their fields of expertise. Me, I know where I came from, and I know how I got to where I am, so the only one I have to please is God, and don't get me wrong, there's some great photographers with way more money than me, but they don't have a heart like me, and they don't have a conscience like me, and therefore I'm going to be forever happy with whatever God allows me to continue to do. Some of these people can't sleep, can't eat, can't talk, can't do nothing without the ability to be recognized for something with an accolade. Man, there's only one person that I have to please, and that's God. It was for the burning of a mortgage, which is like an old tradition for a church in Central Islip, Long Island, called Hope Baptist Church on Lemon Street. And the reverend of the church at the time was Reverend Lemon. And Al Sharpton's sister, God bless her soul, she was the head of the choir, and she was amazing. And so they paid me, I think, $70. And again, like I said, I was homeless, living in my car. And when I got that $70, I was like, I'm rich! And I felt like, yeah, man, that was like 1996. And I felt like, that's it. God showed me already. I made $70 just from doing this. And then, you know, by the end of that year, I made $98,000. Praise be to God. Shout out to Stacia Means, one of my partners. She gave me an opportunity, and that alley-oop took me far. So the word paparazzi is just a term. They don't really exist. And the reason why I say they don't really exist is because artists pay, not all, but a lot of artists pay publicists to make them feel good, massage their ego, make them feel I'm so important. How many articles did they write about me? How many record sales? Who wants me to sign an autograph? Like, that's like, okay, that's what you want a publicist to do, make you feel big. But when the money that you pay that publicist goes to, all right, y'all three, at 4 o'clock, she's gonna go into this store. Here's your money. When she arrives, start shooting her. When she comes out, start shooting her. And the artist is like, oh my goodness, the paparazzi are here. Yeah, that's because you paid your publicist to pay them to make sure that they were there. And then people see all the flashing lights, and they're like, oh my God, it's a celebrity. Wait, it's so-and-so. And it's like, you know, like was it a flint? Like a spark starts a flame, the flame starts to match or whatever, and then before you know, you got a fire. That's all that is. Bunch of bull, like publicists chasing after the car. No, you wouldn't know where they're gonna be unless someone told you. And the only way you would know where they're gonna be is if their own people told you. I know artists that sell their own photos on Instagram, sell their photos to TMZ. With all the money they got, they still want more money, they still want control, and they'll do that. You're like, rare exclusive images by so-and-so, or so-and-so. And it's like, you know it's them selling their own work. Like, you become your own publicist, man. That's sad, but that's how much attention and fame is an addiction. People kill for money. People kill for fame. It's up there with cocaine and heroin. Fame. It's a powerful drug. You know, eventually certain artists will get their own entourage, and someone's little kid brother or kid sister wants to be the personal photographer. And then you got competitive agencies that have a lot of money. They'll tell a brand, we're gonna do the photography, but we can't have no photographers. And sadly, our race sometimes thinks that if they hire another race to shoot them, that they'll make it in those magazines and publications where other races are and very minimal people of color are. And it's a facade. Those magazines don't care. Those magazines, only thing you did was you put money in the pocket of a race. 99%, well, I won't say 99, but I know a lot of people from other races that do not care about hip hop, do not care about Black Lives Matter, and yet and still they're sought after because the black artist hires this publicist, and that publicist only hires their own. I sometimes say that photography is one of the last frontiers of racism. And it's sad because you can't really blame other races for the stupidity of our race. Some of our people are conditioned to feel colonialism, the colonial mentality that white is better, light skin is smarter, more beautiful, your hair is good hair if it's wavy, when they don't even know that they are descendants of the Most High. We have the blood of Abraham and Moses, who was also a black pharaoh once, who was also the one who spoke to God on the mountain in Mount Zion in Africa. We come from the mighty tribe of Judah, which is in West Africa. So if you feel another race is more superior than our race, then go for yours. All you're gonna do is get regurgitation of what we could do for you. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter what color you are, but the fact that some people are limited within their knowledge of giving people opportunities. Some of our people have so much self-hate that they will not help their own. They rather help another race. But look at the country we live in. 400 years of slavery. There's DNA that has tainted our mentality.